Hello, my creepy people, and welcome to yet again another Creepypasta video. Today we are continuing our story about Ben Drowned. So, let's learn more about the mysterious, why don't we? I'm going to stay in this thread for a little while longer before I fall asleep to answer any questions you guys might have, or hopefully listen to your ideas or theories to help me shed some light onto this. Or maybe things I should try to do. I think I'm going to play Ben's file tomorrow to see what happens. Maybe I was supposed to do that all along. I don't believe in paranormal shit, but this is fucked up. Maybe this Ben guy is just a really good hacker / programmer. I don't want to think about the alternatives if he isn't. That's the end of this copy / paste, or creepypasta. I'm hoping that maybe this is some kind of running gag the developers had and that other people have gotten gag or hacked copies of the game like this. This just really scares me. Post number 2, September 8th, 2010. I'm going to post what happened and link the video footage, but last night everything got too real for me. I think I'm done messing around with this. I passed out pretty much immediately after making that thread, but last night the Elegy of Emptiness statue, I had a dream about it. I dreamed that it was following me. In my dream, that it would be minding my own business. When I'd feel my neck hair stand up on end, I would turn around and that horrible lifeless statue would be staring with those empty eyes right at me, merely inches away. In my dream, I remember calling it Ben, and never before that I had a dream that I could remember so vividly. But the important thing is, I did get some sleep, I suppose. Today, putting off playing the game as long as I could, I drove up to the neighborhood to see if the old man come back. As I expected, the car was still gone and no one was home. As I was walking back to my car, the man next door mowing the grass killed the power to his lawnmower and asked me if I was looking for someone. I told him I was looking to talk to the old man that lived here, to which he told me I already knew he was moving, trying a different avenue. I asked if the old man had any family or relatives I could talk to. I discovered that this old man had never been married, nor did he have any children or grandchildren through adoption. Starting to become worried, I asked one final question, one that I should have asked from the beginning. Who was Ben? The man's expression turned grim, and I learned that 4 doors down, around 8 years ago, on April 23rd, the man informed me that it was the same day as his anniversary. That's how he knew the specific date. There was an accident with a young boy named Ben in the neighborhood. Shortly after his parents moved, and despite any further attempts to talk to the man to get more information, he wouldn't divulge anything else. I went back and started playing again. I loaded up the game and immediately jumped to the title screen, where the mask flies by. The sound that played was not the normal whoosh sound. It sounded something much more higher pitched. I pressed start, bracing for the worst, but just like 2 nights ago, the files, Your Turn, and Ben were displayed. Truth be told, I looked at the Ben file earlier. It seemed to fluctuate between displaying Owl Save and not. I brought up the Ben file, hesitated for a moment, noticing that the stats were not the same as the original were 2 days ago. It seemed like he had already completed the Stone Tower Temple this time. Summoning my courage, I selected it. Immediately, I was thrust into complete chaos. Sure enough, I was outside the Stone Tower Temple, but that's all that was expected. The zone itself wasn't called Stone Tower Temple, but rather ST_O_N_E. And immediately a dialogue box of complete gibberish that I couldn't make out greeted me. Link's body was distorted. His back was cocked violently to the side, where his posture was permanently disfigured. Link's expression was dull, almost monotonous. He had an expression on his face that I hadn't recognized before. It was blank, as if he was dead. As Link stood there, his body spasmed irregularly, back and forth. I examined what had become of my avatar, and I noticed I had a C button item I had never seen before. Some kind of note, but pressing it did nothing. Sounds played back and forth that I didn't recognize from the game, almost demonic in nature. And there was some kind of high-pitched yip, or some kind of laugh or something playing in the background. I had all of 2 minutes to take in the environment before another one of those fucking Elegy of Emptiness statues was summoned. And immediately after, I was cut to the Dawn of a New Day screen, except this time without the ton of slashes subtext. I was a Deku scrub in Clocktown. This scene would normally play after the first time you traveled back in time. Tuttle would say, "What just happened?" It's as if everything has, but instead of saying started over, she finished her remark in broken text as, the laugh of the happy masked salesman played in the background. I was put back in control of my character, but from a really fucked up camera angle. I was looking from behind the door to the clock tower, watching my avatar run around as a Deku scrub. Seeing as how I really had no place to go, because I couldn't see anything, I begrudgingly went inside the door. There I was greeted by the happy masked salesman, who simply told me, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" before the screen white out. I was in Termina Field as human again. I might as well not have been playing the game anymore. Hi, Ray. I was being warped around, and there was no sign of a day clock or anything. I look a moment to get my bearings as I look around the field, and immediately I could tell that this was not normal. Hello, welcome in. There were no enemies, and a twisted version of the Happy Mask Salesman theme was playing. I decided to run towards Woodfall before I noticed a gathering of 3 figures on the side, one of them being Epona. If I pronounce any of these wrong, I'm sorry. I don't play the game myself, and I haven't because I don't have a Switch. Hi, welcome in, Nads. I don't do collabs, and I'm in the middle of recording something, so say hi to YouTube. The Skull Kid and the Elegy of Emptiness statue. Okay, that's not where I'm. As I approached them to my horror, I saw the Happy Mask Salesman, the Skull Kid, and the Elegy of Emptiness statue just standing there. I figured maybe they were bugged out, but by now I told myself that I should know better. Hello, welcome in. Lots of people today. Jeez. Nevertheless, I approached them carefully. I'm good. And found that the Skull Kid was playing some kind of idle animation on loop. Same with Epona, and the Elegy of Emptiness statue was doing what it has been doing all along. Just standing there eerily. It was the Happy Mask Salesman that scared me more profoundly than the other two. He too was idle, wearing that same shit-eating grin, and wherever I moved, his head slowly turned and followed me. I had not engaged in any dialogue with him, nor was I in combat with him, yet his head still seemed to follow my movements. Reminded to my first encounter with the Skull Kid on top of the clock tower, I pulled out my ocarina, to which the game played the ding sound when you're supposed to play your ocarina. I changed it because I got these really cute boots and I wanted to show them off. Yeah, you weren't there for that. Anyways. And tried a song I hadn't played yet, the Happy Mask Salesman owned song, and the song that had been playing on loop back in day 4, the Song of Healing. I finished playing the song, and as I did, an ear-piercing shriek blasted on my TV. The sky immediately started flashing. The Happy Mask Salesman twisted theme song sped up, intensifying the fear inside of me. Excuse you, ma'am. And Link exploded into flames and died. The 3 figures stayed lit up during my death screen as they watched my lifeless body burn. I can't describe to you how sudden and terrifying the transition from eerie to terror is. You're going to have to watch the video if you want to see firsthand. Of course, I don't have that, but if you want to look it up, I'm sure that it's somewhere. That same fear that caused me to lose sleep 2 days ago started to grip me again as I was met with the text, "You've met a horrible fate, haven't you?" for the 3rd time. There has to be some kind of meaning behind that. I had little time to ponder as I was immediately given another small cutscene of transforming into a Zora, and now I find myself in Great Temple Bay, not Bray. That was interesting. Hesitant but curious to see what the game had in store for me, I slowly made my way towards the beach where I found Epona. I wondered why the game had decided to put her here. Was the game implying she was trying to get a drink? Welcome in, John. Unable to take the mask off, I decided that riding the steed wasn't the reason she was placed here. You can go to sleep, you know. Suddenly I realized that Epona kept neighing, and the way she was angled made it look like she was trying to signal a point to me off in the distance. It was a hunch, but I dove into Great Bay and started swimming. Sure enough, I almost missed it. I found something at the bottom of the ocean. One last Elegy of Emptiness statue. I went down to examine it, and suddenly my Zora started doing a choking animation I had never seen a Zora do before, which didn't even make sense because Zoras can breathe underwater. Regardless, my character choked to death and died, and again the statue was the only thing that had highlighted in my death. I didn't respawn this time. I was booted back to the main menu as if I restarted my console. And then this is a picture of it. Ben.wmv. The press start screen was before me. I knew the only reason why it would put me here is because the save files had changed again. Taking a deep breath, I pressed start, and I was right. The new save files told me about Ben. Now it made sense why the statue appeared when I tried to go to the laundry pool. The game must have anticipated how I tried to escape the day for Clocktown. The two files told me his fate. As I suspected, Ben was dead. He had drowned. The game obviously isn't through with me. It taunts me with the new save files. It wants me to keep playing. It wants me to go further, but I'm done with this shit. I'm not touching any more of the files. This is already way too horrifying for me. And I don't even believe in the paranormal. But I'm running out of explanations. Why would someone send me this message? I don't understand it. I just get too depressed thinking about this. Hello, welcome in. The footage is up here for those who want to see it and try and analyze it. Maybe there's some kind of coded message in gibberish or something symbolic in what I went through. It's too emotionally and mentally drained to fuck with it anymore. I'm too emotionally and mentally drained to fuck with it anymore. Sorry, not it's. This person is an it's, not a he. Post number 3, September 10th, 2010. Hang on, wait. When was this one? I'm going back. Give me a second. September 8th, so like 2 days after. Oh, hello, welcome in, Smile Dog. Pretty sure that I had a video on Smile Dog. I don't know if it ever got posted, though. Anyways. I know it's early in the morning. I've stayed up all night. I can't sleep. I don't care if people see this. That's not the point. I just want the word to get spread so I don't suffer for nothing. I've lost the will to type about this. The less I dwell on this, the better. I think the video just speaks for itself. I did what you guys told me to do. I played the Elegy of Emptiness song at the first prompt by the game I was given. Oh, thank you. Hang on, wait, I got you. But I think that's what the game, or Ben, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm even humoring the absurd idea that he exists in the game, wanted me to do. He's following me now, not just in the game, he's in my dreams. I see him all the time behind my back just watching me. I haven't gone to any of my classes. I've stayed in my dorm room with the windows closed and the blinds shut. That way I know he can't watch me. But he still gets me when I play. When I play, he can still see me. The game is scaring me now. It talked to me for the first time. It's just using text that's already in the game. It spoke to me, talked to me. It referenced Ben. It talked to me. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it wants. I never wanted this. I just want my old life back. You shouldn't have done that. Drowned WMV. Stuff like that doesn't happen to people like me. I'm just a kid, not even old enough to drink yet. It's not fair. I want to go home. I want to see my parents again. I'm so far away from here at this school. I just want to hug my mom again. I just want to forget that statue's horrible blank face. My original game file is back, just the way I left it before it was gone. I don't want to play anymore. I feel like something bad will happen if I don't, but that's impossible. It's a video game. I feel like something, well, not that. Haunted or not, it can't hurt me, right? Like, seriously, though, it can't, right? That's what I keep telling myself, but every time I think about it, I'm not so sure. Okay. We're on post number 4, September 12th, 2010. Let me clear things up. I know you guys are worried about Judiciable. It's okay. He finished moving out today and he said he's going back home. He's just taking the semester off. I'm not really sure what happened. I have a vague idea, but you guys probably know more than I do. I'm Judicible's roommate, and obviously I knew something was wrong with him for a few days now. He stayed in his room all the time, fell out of contact with literally all of his friends, and I'm pretty sure he hadn't been eating hardly anything. After the second day, I couldn't stay in there anymore, so I've been crashing at a buddy's place, only coming in my room to get stuff that I need. I tried talking to him several times, but he would cut me off or keep the conversation brief when I asked him about his strange behavior. It was like he was convinced something was hunting him. Yesterday I came to grab my philosophy book and he approached me looking awful, like horrible bags under his eyes. He handed me a flash drive and gave me specific instructions. He told me that he needed me to do one last favor for him. He finally explained to me that what has been going on, gave me his account info to his YouTube account, and told me that he's getting away from here. Hello, welcome in. That it lured him to play it again instead of trying to change things, and that he shouldn't have done that, and to upload the footage and inform people what happened. I told him that he could do it himself, and he got this wild look in his eyes and told me that he is never looking at that game again. And that's the last thing he said to me. He never even said bye when his parents came to pick him up. I never even got to meet his parents. I honestly can't tell you what happened. When he spoke, it was kind of hard to understand him, and his fucked up appearance really distracted me. On the flash drive, there was this footage of the game last night, a text document with his name and password for YouTube, and a third document called thetruth.txt. Containing what he told me were his notes that he'd taken. He told me that this meant everything to him, that I follow his instructions. Normally, I would be so to the letter for request over a fucking video game. But the way he spoke and the way he looked at me made me know this was really serious. And I'm going to honor that. I had this video since yesterday, but had to have someone help me use Pinnacle. That's not really my forte. That after watching it, I had to go back through and look at his other videos on his YouTube account to realize what was going on, and even then, I'm really confused. Hey, you love it. Welcome in, Star. The video I'm releasing tonight, thetruth.txt, will be released on September 15th, just like he requested. I haven't dared peek at it yet, so the first time I see it will be the first time you see it out of respect to my friend. To answer your questions, no, I haven't tried calling him yet. I think I'll give him a call tomorrow to see if he's okay or not. He should have gotten back home by now. Oh, thank you. I think we're nearing the end. No, we aren't. I take that back. Okay, it's fine. I think I might be able to finish this off tonight. Fingers crossed. Judecibel.wmv. About the video. In this video, I cut straight to when he loaded the Ben file in the game. Looking back, I realized that Judecibel left the save select screen in because it said different names sometimes. So my bad for all that. But all it said this time was the same as the end of his last video, Link and Ben, nothing different. I wasn't there when he played it, but it looks to me like in the beginning when he first spawns, he's testing out his equipment or seeing what item he has or something. Because apparently they've changed randomly before. Welcome. Then after that, I think the game got too personal for him. Post number 5, September 15th, 2010. Hey guys, Judecibel here. This will be the last time you will be hearing from me, and this is my final gift to you. These are the notes that I've taken and the realizations I've made. Before I delve into this, I want to thank you for following me and thank you for listening. It feels like the weight of a powerful burden is about to be lifted. By the time you read this, I won't be around anymore. But after spending 4 days with this maddening game, I began to understand what's really at play here. And hopefully after reading this, we can ensure that this never happens again. Jasmine, come here. Sorry, my dog is being crazy. Come up here. Why are you awake? It is 5 in the morning, almost 6. Anyways, there are things that I could not share with you while this was going on due to circumstances which I will explain. With Ben blocking any attempt I made to try and relay the truth to you, I tried, ever so subtly, to warn you guys in various ways. Amidst the chaos of my delirium, I devised a make a barely noticeable pattern in my videos. In all 5 videos I recorded over the 4 days, I have either had the Mask of Truth, interacted with a Gossip Stone, or the Lens of Truth equipped at some point. For you Zelda enthusiasts, these are all symbols of honesty and trustworthiness, and I would hope that one of you may have picked up on the reference. As I played the file, which I would name Ben, being mindful of how Ben was watching over my every move in the game, I made a point to avoid doing anything too obvious. But I sent out a hidden message to you guys. I never equipped the lens nor the mask, nor visited a stone. A stone, sorry. Oh, you're fine. I know that, like, you're probably gonna miss out on a lot, but if you're interested in actually hearing the full story, it'll be on my YouTube March 3rd. So if you actually want to listen to the whole thing, definitely go there and check it out whenever it comes out. It'll probably come out March 3rd and then March 5th. That'll be like the full thing. Honey, I'm almost 16. Okay, good night, Ray. Hang on. I'm looking for it. Where was I at? As I played the file, which I would name Ben, being mindful, I already said that. I never equipped the lens, the mask, nor visited a stone. It worked and the video was uploaded. I prayed that someone would notice the pattern didn't apply to Ben. They were all my little messages to you, nothing big enough that would catch Ben's attention or make him suspect anything. With Ben manipulating and changing my files, I honestly hope that what you guys saw was close to what actually happened. Sorry, I need something to drink. It's fine. I'll get something after this. But there is no way for me to know. This may be a long read. I don't have time to proofread or make all my research pretty, but here it all is. Okay. September 6, 2010. 11 p.m. Can't believe what happened, not sure this is some kind of elaborate hoax. Despite the fear, I can't help but be exceptionally curious about this. Who or what is the statue? Lots of questions here. I'm starting this document as a diary, so I can keep track of everything. I'm typing a summary of what happened so I can come back to it later. September 7th, 2010. 2:10 a.m. Summary was posted here. You can go back and look at my first post for day 4.wmv for that. 4:23 a.m. I can't sleep. I've been trying so hard, but the harder I try, I just get more restless. I just feel like that statue is appearing whenever I close my eyes. 8:20 a.m. Didn't sleep at all, just going to start my day. I don't think I have the energy to go to class today. I'm gonna drive back down to talk to that old man, taking my buddy Tyler with me just in case. 1:18 p.m. Back home now, no sign of the old man. Really weird that he appears to be moving the next day, but maybe the for sale sign was up there yesterday. I just didn't notice it. Tyler wants to know what's gotten me all worked up. I didn't tell him going to feel like death. Oh my god, Toasty! Hi, I'm recording. Say hi to YouTube. 1:18 p.m. Back home now, no sign of the old man. Really weird that he appears. 3:46 p.m. Could have sworn driving back from the subway that I saw the elegy statue buried in some shrubbery staring at me go by. Now I definitely need sleep. 5 p.m. Don't think a lot of people would believe me if I told them what's happening. Think I'm going to try posting this on the internet. Think I'll just use summary. These notes are pretty sporadic. 6 p.m. Connected my capture card to my computer to upload the footage. Thought my computer froze for a second, made this strange popping sound when I hooked everything up, but now it seems to be working fine again. My computer can't die on me now. 7 p.m. Footage is finished uploading. The quality is a lot better than I thought it would be. Gee, guess it's really special cartridge. I've never had it come back this clear before. 8:45 p.m. Thought I saw an icon pop up on my desktop that looked like the statue's face for a split second. Gave me quite a scare. Help, I can't talk anymore. Getting really unnerved and delirious. I'm going to crash after this. 9 p.m. Began uploading my YouTube video on an alternate account. 9:03. I don't remember having uploaded a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines video this year. This is probably my account that I shared with a friend of mine last summer. I hope he doesn't mind me using it to upload this. 9:55. Posting my summary of day 4 with a link to the YouTube video. Going to try to stay awake, but I'm so tired right now. September 8th, 2010. 10:48 a.m. I had a dream about the statue. I dreamed it was following me in my dream that I would be minding my own business when I feel my neck hairs stand up on end. I would turn around, that thing, that horrible lifeless statue would be staring at me with those empty eyes right at me. What do you mean? In my dream, I remember calling it Ben, power of suggestion most likely, and never before had I had a dream that I could remember so vividly. 11:21 a.m. I really don't want to play this game again. I think I'm going to go back to see if that old man's there instead. 1:35, no old man, but I had an interesting conversation with his neighbor. I'll post the full thing with a summary of tonight's attempt at playing the game. Going to wait for a bit though and see if I can dig up any information on the spin guy. 2:45, I've been getting random and inexplicable headaches due to lack of sleep and keep hearing that song stuck in my head. Also, it's flu season, so I need to be careful not to get sick. My immune system is going to be shit right now because of that all-nighter. 3:02 p.m., my computer just on its own opened up a text document and wrote the words hi and www.cleverbot.com by itself. What the fuck? 3:46 p.m., I went to the website. It's one of those bot chatting programs. I think it's best if I just let the conversation speak for itself. 9:10 conversation. User, hello. Cleverbot, hello. User, who is this and how are you able to control my computer? Cleverbot, who am I? User, right, you're a bot. Cleverbot, do you really think that? User, listen, I know whoever's fucking with my computer can see my screen right now. Cleverbot, yes. User, yeah, and I'll wager that you're one of those IT kids who thinks he's tough shit. You know what you're doing right now is illegal, right? Bot, is it? User, no shit, are you familiar with the HTE terms, invasion of privacy? Get the fuck off my computer, kid. Bot, I am your computer. User, cool story. Anyways, I'm calling DPS. You picked a bad time to fuck with me, kid. Bot, should I wait until you play the game then? User, what? Bot, that game. User, Majora's Mask. Bot, yes. User, how did you know about that? Bot, because. User, because what? Bot, I did it. User, did what? Bot, I played with you. User, what the fuck? Bot, were you scared? User, who the fuck is this? Bot, Ben. User, the statue, you're using my computer now? Bot, yes. User, how? Bot, you connected me. User, how the hell did I connect to you? Bot, cables and cords. User, how? Bot, tell me about yourself. User, what? Bot, tell me about yourself. User, what do you mean? Bot, what is it that really scares you? User, what the fuck? Bot, answer. User, no. Bot, answer. User, what the fuck? How did you just open that by yourself? Bot, I am your computer now. User, how much can you control? Bot, all. User, what do you want from me? Bot, to entertain. User, you're stuck inside here. You can't hurt me? Bot, ha. Go play. User, you can't hurt me. Bot, took you longer to type that. User, so? Bot, you're not sure. I'm just gonna read this normally. If you're so powerful, why use a ridiculous website like this to chat with me? Less messy, more structured, fun. Fun? Yes, tradition. I like it. You think it's funny? Amusing. And my notes? You may write them down. Why are you letting me? It amuses me to see what you think of me. Window closes. 3:50. What have I done? I've invited it into my computer. I continue to write these notes, write my summaries. I feel like I'm a prisoner in my own place of security. I don't do collabs, but you're welcome to stay in my stream. But I'm also, like, recording a video right now, that's why I don't. Yeah. It also glitches out my mic sometimes, and, like, collabs are just not a good thing. I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not. I feel like I'm fucking insane right now. I can feel it watching over me. Even as I type this, Ben is controlling everything in the game, toying with me, leading me like a sheep. But for what? What's the purpose? I know Ben drowned, but why these hauntings? What the fuck am I even doing? I can probably even see this right now. 4:35. Summary of the Ben WMV playthrough. 7:18 p.m. Ben called me to Cleverbot again. He tells me that he's sorry and wants to be free, and that I can free him. That just like how he got in my computer from the capture card, he can spread, but he needs my help. He says I am special because I can help him. That is the first nice thing he has said. He promises to leave me alone if I do it. He swears he will. I don't know what I think right now. How can I even trust this thing? 7:20. I'm terrified of it, but now it's saying that it was just having fun. It's twisted and fuck up version of fun. He's saying that the game is over. I do want it to be over. He says that he just wants to be free, that he's trapped in the cartridge in my computer, and he wants to be freed. I don't want to have to deal with this shit. I don't know how long I can deal with them watching. It's watching my every move, every keystroke. I have nothing private anymore. It knows everything that's been on my computer. It tells me that if it wanted to, it could do horrible things to me, but it hasn't, so I should trust it. 8:01 p.m. Something tells me that I'm being played again, just like in the game. 9:29. Ben called me to Cleverbot again. I ignored it, and I went to go take a shower. When I came to my laptop, I was woken with an image of an elegy statue staring at me with those dead eyes. I don't want to talk to him. 9:44. Fuck you, Ben, I'm not talking to you. 9:56. Fuck you, Ben, I'm not talking to you. Fuck you, Ben, I'm not talking to you. Fuck you, Ben, I'm not talking to you. It's been more than half an hour, and the message has stopped. Ben has stopped. I'm beginning to think that Ben is confined to just my computer cartridge. I'm beginning to feel something. It's hard to explain it. I've never been spiritual, but there's something different about the air in my dorm room now. 11:42. I'm beginning to see the elegy statue randomly as I search the internet in places where he shouldn't be. I'd be scrolling down and suddenly I'd be staring at the picture of an elegy statue. Always the elegy statue. I don't know how much more of this I can take. September 9th, 2010. 12:35. My worst fears confirmed. Ben has tampered with my summary of ben.wmv. I looked at the summary that I posted on the various forums of ben.wmv. Files and parts have been omitted. There's no mentions of Ben existing outside the game. There is no mention of the Moon Children. How could he have been that quick to delete the post without me noticing? I'm wondering if maybe it appeared to me I was posting on everything, but in reality Ben was posted his own censored version. I'm gonna ask Ben why he did it. 12:50 a.m. He isn't responding to me on Cleverbot. It's just giving me the generic responses it usually does. I'm just talking to a bot this time. 1:24. I think Ben is mad at me. 10:43 a.m. The Moon Children appeared in my dreams last night. They lifted their masks to reveal their hideously disfigured faces. Maggots crawling out of their orifices, sunken black holes where their eyes should be, a yellow smile that slowly grew bigger and bigger as they came closer to me. They told me that they wanted to play. I tried to run from them, but the 4 children pinned me down to the ground with surprising strength. Over them stood the Happy Mask salesman, announcing that he had a new mask that he wanted me to try. In his spastic, sudden movements matching his in-game appearance, he took out the mask modeled off of someone's face that I couldn't recognize, a younger-looking face, and handed it to the Moon Children. Giggling, they latched it to my face, their horrible broken bodies bouncing up and down. 2 of them held me down while the other 2 began to sew the mask onto my face. My shrieks and screams caused the Happy Mask salesman face to turn into the most horrific smile I'd ever seen. He sporadically moved around, examining the procedure like a curious doctor. In that impossible movement, I flailed around, but it was no use. My eyes rolled in the back of my head because of the pain. It felt so real, but I couldn't wake up. I couldn't wake up no matter how hard I tried. After the mask was melded onto my flesh, they began to sew my legs together, then my arms, and the horrific feeling of needle puncturing your legs and pulling them in, rupturing your Achilles tendons, and tying them together resonated throughout my entire body. I tried to scream, but the mask was pressed so tightly against my face that it was my new face. And my new face had no mouth. I didn't make a sound. I tried telling myself in my head that I was dreaming, tried telling myself again and again, and suddenly the Moon Children stopped and looked at me. They just stared. And the Happy Mask salesman slowly bent down and stared at me inches away from my face, and grinned when he simply said, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" Before the Moon Children resumed with increased vigor. I couldn't wake up. I couldn't wake up. It wouldn't let me wake up until they crafted me into another elegy statue. I woke up sweating, crying, and shaking uncontrollably. I immediately ran to my computer and went for Ben. 9/9/10 Conversation 1. Answer me, Ben. Welcome back. What is the point of doing this? Why? Amusing to see. How? Fun to play, fun to toy with you, make you feel safe. ... I wonder how you would have reacted. To what? If I hadn't revealed myself and stayed hidden, only doing little things to play with you. Close out your windows, turn off your computer, move your mouse by itself, little things. Make you wonder if I am there, but you never know. Give you little hints that I am. I wanted to do something different with you. You did this before? Yes, and I will do it again. To who, Ben? Did you know Ben? Won't tell the information to you. How did Ben die? You know. No, but how did he drown? Won't tell that to you. Why? It is reserved for another who asks. When? Later. The window is closed. I'm beginning to think that this thing maybe isn't Ben at all. In its sadistic nature, I wouldn't be surprised if it took the little boy's name after it killed him. 12:04. My room is beginning to feel different again. There's something out there. I feel really threatened, like there is something that is trying to reach out to me and strangle me, but it can't quite get there. 12:46. I think Ben doesn't want to play this game anymore. I'll play again. I'll play the game again, Ben. Can you see this? I'll play the game again, please. Just stop this, please. 1:41 p.m. I'm going insane trying to decide what is real and what isn't. Is Ben just playing a trick on me, or is this for real? Is Ben generating these replies, or are people actually posting them? Did I just see that screen flicker, or was it my imagination? Imagine depending on the internet and trusting your eyes for your entire life and being blinded. You can't rely on it anymore. You second-guess everything. For the brief moments I am looking at my responses to the videos, people were pointing out things that looked fake or photoshopped or whatever. And there's literally no way for me to explain if Ben changed something on purpose to try to shut me up, or if those replies were just constructed by Ben to try and discourage me from ever reaching out. See, I get caught in an infinite mindfuck loop. Like this, and this is what has been wearing on my sanity and pushing me to the edge as I'm writing this. There's no way of telling if anyone cares about me as much as I think they do. Just another fucking trick. Does this whole document even exist? Am I writing nothing? Okay. There's still a lot left, so I'm gonna end this part here and go get a drink because my voice is really tired. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you, my creepy people.